Hey, good morning, everybody. Sarasota Tim. 6:37 in the morning. I look at 2. Man, let's make some coffee. I need some coffee. Well, the Super Crasher is looking good. Got my eye drops over here. One firearm. Firearms laying around here everywhere. This is a nice range bag that Kimber gave me for my latest acquisition. But I got to have some coffee, and I got to have it now. Did you make your bed this morning? Or are you even out of bed yet? I did. Boy, I slept good last night, too. You guys like my shirt? Some of you do. One of my subscribers gave me this, whatever it's called. I like it. Wow, I feel this morning a little bit of the gym that I did yesterday. I kind of laid off for a while, with the eye and everything, and then I went back again, and then I kind of laid off. I've been doing other things, and then I hit it hard yesterday twice. I feel it. I feel it good, but this morning I had to take a Tylenol. They got this machine, you sit down and you put your elbows in, and you lift up your arm, both arms like this, like a bird, like I'm flying. And that works your deltoids and your shoulders, your traps and your deltoids, I should say. And every time I do those, if I haven't done them in a while, if you do them really hard, it gives you a strain in your neck where you feel like you have a headache. So I did wake up at 3 in the morning and come out here and drop a Tylenol 650. If you don't know about Tylenol 650s, they're relatively new. My primary told me to get on them. If you're older like me, you want to get away from ibuprofen, she says. It's not good for our liver or something like that. And take Tylenol. But they're 500 milligrams. They've always been 500 milligrams. Well, they got one called Tylenol Arthritis. And you can get it at Walmart, naturally. If they ain't got it, I don't need it. And you get the store brand, Equate. You don't get Tylenol. Same stuff, she said. So you only need one. It's not quite as strong as 4 Advils, which is what I used to take, 800 milligrams. But I'm off of the ibuprofen now. It's not supposed to be good. So I do listen to some people and some quack doctors. But I'm scheduled to soon to go for the C-scan. Because of the cholesterol, they're going to do, check all the arteries, because, blood work is one thing. But let's take a look and see if I got any blockage. Now, I've got some, oh, that smells good. Man, that just gets me going just smelling it. This is pure Maxwell House, and no Highlander grog in it. I'm going to use that, and I'm also going to be trying this this coffee Bubba talked about from Folgers. I forget the name of it, but I'll know it when I see it. I'm going to pick some of that up and try it. So start trying some different coffees. So let me put some water in the coffee maker, and I'll be right back. We'll talk about my gun I'm going to get. No. All right, we're back. So I forgot to mention to you guys, yesterday I had the air conditioning on. Day before, every day. And then this morning, it's 53 degrees, going to be a high of 68. Tomorrow, a high of 66. And a low tonight of 40-something. That's before sunrise. So it'll be nice and chilly tonight for evening chat. Crush it! Crush it! Woo! There you go. Make room for your recycle. We don't recycle around here. We don't have it. I ain't toting it off anywhere either. Oh, man. Come on. Start. Work. Come back. Give me some coffee. I got that heavy whipping cream. Do I need to put in my my mic for you guys? You guys want quality? All right, hang on. That's the good stuff right there. Got this from Miss Raffaella for Christmas, my birthday, I think it was. Yeah, might have been Christmas. I don't know. She's always making me something. You know what? It's not cold enough for it, but I will turn on the fireplace. Isn't that cool? I'm telling you, I have the coolest camper in the world. And there's something about this camper, you do not feel like it's a trailer or a camper. It really feels like a very small, tiny home, a small space. Look, there's a beautiful kitchen over there. I've got a fireplace with a TV. Then you move over into another room where you can close 2 doors into a very spacious bathroom. While the shower is not, you know, a huge shower, it's more than adequate for me. But the toilet and the sink and the double vanity mirror and all that, you can see it from here. It's just plenty for me. And then if you just keep on going back that way, you go to a bedroom that has something so much different than any other RV, where you have at the foot of the bed all of that room to stand, look in a closet with a full-length mirror on both doors, with tons of space in there, like any other, not any other, but a very large closet. And you're able to, you know, get dressed at the foot of the bed. It's just, and there's a door in there to go out the camper, a door over here. And the refrigerator is large. When I had the Wolf Pup, I just had that little college dorm refrigerator. And a separate freezer door and everything. It's like, and all these drawers underneath the bed. I mean, deep, big drawers. And what about this? What about this armrest? What about the storage in here? What about these recliners I have? And look, what about that wireless charger right there? All right, let's get this coffee rock and rolling. I don't have a paper cup, do I? Man, I wish I did. What do I have? Well, I got my, my regular cup. Got one in there. Let's use Deb the Barber's cup. Haven't heard from Deb the Barber in a year. Well, not a year, but a long time. Don't know what happened to Miss Deb, the retired barber. All right, where's that cream, that delicious cream? Let's give it a shake. I do have eggs, and I got some hot dogs. I might put something on the griddle this morning out there. It's nice and cool. Look at this, folks. Look at this. Well, why am I opening the lid? I don't need to. I got a great coffee maker here. 2 bottles of water and 2 scoops of coffee, and let's give it a try. Oh, I got the microphone on. You're getting the slurps. I'm sorry. I don't know how else to drink it, but that heavy whipping cream, thank you. Oh my gosh, somebody's going to say, why haven't you used the butter yet? I have not tried putting butter in my coffee yet. I might. But let me tell you, it don't get any better than this. Break out the old Milwaukee. Folks, that is the best cup of coffee I ever drank in my life. I'm telling you, it's going to go down quick. I got to kind of watch how much coffee I'm drinking. I'm a little hyped during the day. I think that, I need to slow down. Here's my paper that I write down the doctor wrote down, if I could see it, the eye drops. Here's my current schedule. I have only 3 bottles that I'm using. I was using 4 a day. One is purple. Let's get it out. Purple. It's like $300. Free for the disadvantage plan. Another one is green, and probably $300. And the next one is pink. This is the steroid that I'll be on until I see the doctor. So here's the schedule. I guess for the rest of my life, I'm going to continue the bromamidine and then the Lumigan. I'm 2 times a day on the purple. I'm only 1 time a day on this and that. These, my friends, purple and green, teal, whatever. That's for the right eye. Ah, come on, dropping everything. That's for my right eye. And then the pink bottle of the steroid, it's a pretty fat little bottle. You get a little bit in that one, 5 mil. Maybe that's all they put in any of them, but it's just a bigger bottle. Let me see how many mils. 2.5 mil. So it's twice as much. I'm to do the pink one in my left eye. That's the only thing I'm doing in my left eye now is twice a day. So I'm going to do one now, and then I'll do one this evening. So that's easy to do. And I knock these out within 5 minutes of each other. Or I can simply do one now, one tonight with the second pink drop. I'm so good at drops. All right, so the left eye is done until tonight. The bromamidine for the glaucoma, these are pressure drops. That's a steroid. These are pressure. Lower the pressure. Yeah, I got it in both eyes, but the right eye's pretty good. If I would have discovered this years ago for the left eye, maybe we could have kept the pressure down and the glaucoma wouldn't have advanced as much as it has. That was as quiet as I could do that sip. So I want to tell you a couple things about the eyesight, just briefly. Then I want to get under the guns. If I have to lose anything of my 5 senses, that's the last thing I want to lose. I have been very challenged since the operation to see. Not to see per se, yes, to see, but the sensitivity of the light, the haziness that I see. It's actually probably a little bit, if anything, easier to see at night than it is during the day without glasses. The day, it's just, man, what did he do to me? So, get your eyes checked, folks. Now, on to the gun. I want to give a huge shout out to JJ. We both like firearms. Like many of you out there, I know a lot of you don't. You're scared of them. They jump off the table and start shooting by themselves. They're awful things. They should all be melted. Oh man, it's like the derangement syndrome some people have with Trump. When Musk had that interview and he said he was talking to a guy at a birthday party, and he mentioned Trump's name. That's all he did was just mention his name. It was a couple months before the election ended, before he won. And it was like a dart. He said it was like the guy got a dart shot in his neck. And he was, ah! I mean, that was just hilarious the way he said that. And it's just that when I start thinking about Donald Trump and the media and what they've done to that man, and now thinking about what our government has been doing to us with this fraud and lying. And you remember when you were a kid and they said, oh, write your representative. Throughout your life, you remember this? Write your representative about something you want to see change, like local, state, federal, whatever. Can you imagine these letters? They probably never got opened, and if they did, they were like, ha, look over here, Joe, we got another one. It really believes we care about them. Anyway, I went off on a tangent there. So I started out by saying I want to give a huge shout out to JJ for finding me, and I want to share with you gunbrokers.com. Now, sounds kind of weird. You'd rather go into a gun store, Shoot Straight, Academy, somewhere you can walk in, a retail place, and hopefully find a pretty good deal on a gun, or these little local privately owned gun dealers, and buy yourself a firearm. But these online places, this one called gunbrokers.com, it's exactly like eBay. They have used ones that people put on there and you can bid or buy it now. They got brand new ones that sellers, stores, or individual gun stores use it because they sell a lot online versus the traffic that walks in their front door. They're just trying to move merchandise and make money. And of course, to do that, we all know if you go online and buy from Amazon, eBay, you're supposed to get a really good deal because everybody says, well, I got it on Amazon for, you can buy that on Amazon for, and that's kind of what we believe. It's not always true though. Sometimes it's more money. But there are fees, a credit card fee if you buy something. Some don't charge it. There's a shipping charge. Some don't charge it. And there's always going to be a charge if you buy a firearm online. It has to be shipped to a gun place that has a license that will receive it. You can't have them shipped to your house. So I'm going to, I guess, contact a local gun dealer here this morning, even Academy. I don't know, Shoot Straight, somebody that can receive, because people do it every day, buy online, and then they go pick it up, and then they have a $35 fee generally, I understand, for an FLL to receive a firearm. So, you look online, you get a really low price, but then you got to pay, obviously, your tax for what state you live in, and the FLL fee. So you have to just see the bottom line. Is it really a big savings and all? So anyway, I do want to thank him for telling me about it because this firearm, and a few of you said you're interested in Kimber's, is an amazing, beautiful firearm. And so I emailed this person that's selling it on Gunbroker. There's a few for sale. They got back to me right away and assured me that it's going to have the new warranty. It's a brand new gun. It's like going into a store, but I'm buying it online for a lower price. Maybe because they don't have a store. Maybe they have a little small store. And so they don't have the overhead because it's way, way cheaper than Academy or Shoot Straight or anybody else I've found for the full size 5-inch barrel custom, the custom two-tone 45 ACP 1911 made by Kimber with the stainless frame and the black colored slide on the top. I kind of like that better. In the beginning I didn't. I wanted it all stainless, but I do like the two-tone. It really pops with the rosewood grips. And I literally put it in my hand yesterday at Academy. I was up there, and as soon as I put it in my hand, I didn't think I wanted this Albatross. I didn't think I wanted a full-size 1911. Well, in 30 seconds, I said, let's get this one going. Do you do the price match? Do I get my 5%, my 10% coupon I got? And they were like, yeah. Then I saw a scratch on it. And I said, I can't live with that. So I didn't get that. It was just not meant to be. But in the beginning, when I bought Glocks and stuff, I wanted nothing to do with a locked, cocked, and ready to rock 1911. I wanted a polymer, striker fire, police carry, Glock 17, Glock 26, the baby Glock, or a Glock 19. But I want this firearm. I held that baby yesterday, and I love that Kimber. I've been shooting it at the range. It is dead on accurate. Custom that I want is strictly going to be a range gun, a self-defense home gun, maybe in my vehicle collection, and to put it beside the other one, it's just going to be amazing. So I'm going to look into it this morning. Let's do this other drop. That goes in the right eye, right? Yeah, right eye. And then what I'm thinking about, and don't think I'm money bags, let's get some more coffee. I'm going to get rid of the Glock 17. And while it's not going to be an even exchange, because the Glock won't bring me that kind of money used, it's a very popular firearm. I have everything: the box, 3 mags, a cleaning brush. I've also put the tritium sights on it. It doesn't have the 3 dots that it came with. These are glow-in-the-dark tritium, True Glows. You can buy sights for $100. I think I don't know. It was years ago. And I had the gun dealer put them on and sight them for me and everything. And that Glock 17 is an amazing firearm. But if I get the 1911 that's full size, that's the only one I want now that's full size. All right, moving on. Oh, gosh. These eye drops burn a little bit. So what's up on tap for today? Well, it's not a beach day. I got that beach buggy. I haven't even one time gone to the beach with. Paid $100 for it. But those days are coming. It's good coffee. It's the best coffee I ever drank in my life. It's hard to beat that Maxwell House with that whipping cream. I had mixed the Highlander grog and had the High House, but Maxwell House on its own is the best cup of coffee I ever drank in my life. So, got this fire going here, living large, looking over there at tons and tons. Look at that. Tons of counter space over there in that beautiful kitchen. Look at the color of these cabinets. This camper, some people say when I start bragging on my truck or my camper, oh, it's for sale. Hell no, it ain't for sale. I stole it. A term I use. I got a great deal. A great deal. My wolf pup, which I owe nothing to it because I lived in it for 2 years in Boynton Beach. It provided me shelter and a place to live without paying expensive rent. And this was during the high rent days. And then get 10,000, which it probably wasn't true. I was getting 10. It was just on paper against this one. And the dealer gave me this one for 30 straight up. Not another 10 cents, not another penny. Any kind of dealer fees, any other delivery charges. And guess what? The one that I like on his lot that I might not have even saw, this is another godsend, was this unit on the lot, but it was spoken for. And just like when I went to the Tampa RV show, they didn't have this model. They had Flagstaff microlights, they had Rockwood, and they make the same exact floor plan in Rockwood, which is the same as Flagstaff. But they didn't have this model at the show. They had some that were close, but no cigar. And this one is unique. So it happened to be on that lot when I was visiting my daughter in Georgia, and I was supposed to return to Florida. I had the wolf pup with me. Think about the luck. I had that with me to trade. I went to the lot because I just wanted to make a video for some content because they looked pretty, but they were closed. So I wanted to wait till the next day and delay coming home because I wanted to see inside of them after I went over there. And then it turned out that the next day they're closed on Mondays as well, Sunday and Monday, because they're open on Saturday. And so I had to delay another day, which, wasn't a big deal because I didn't have a job to go back to, but I was going to return. And I went, and after I walked in, this one was sold. Not this one, but one just like it. Fortunately, it was there, wasn't already picked up, or I might have bought one of the other ones or not at all, because what sold me was that bedroom and the room at the end of the foot of the bed. and everything else. And also, I've seen these online. They don't have the TV in the bedroom, which is an option. The guy ordered it in with everything. Now, the way the rest of the story goes is he tells me that one's sold, but he's going to have one brought in, you know, up in Elkhart, Indiana, or wherever the heck they build these things. They were going to drive it. Now, this was I was up there for the fall festival in October. So it was cold in some parts of the country. And they had to get it in. Then there was another day delay to get it all cleaned up. They made it showroom for me. He got one, and he could have, on the price that we agreed to, maybe have got one that didn't have the, the TV in the back. But I was sure to make sure it was exactly like the one I saw that I wanted. So I got every option you can put, including this theater seat that it came with was not the one. I drove 100 miles away down to Macon, Georgia, and got out and went inside of it, and I started looking, and I said, wait a minute. That's not the same one that was sold. This one here, this theater seat. And he said, come back. I'll take it out of one of the other ones. And he did. And the one that it had in it, this unit, there was no armrest. It was just the seats together. And this is way better with the wireless charger. It gives you a little separation. So I just couldn't be luckier to have this camper. That's all I can tell you. And everything continues to work. The one issue I had that was defective from the manufacturer was there was a water leak that would drip very little, and I put a towel under my sink. It was driving me nuts. I unscrewed it thinking it wasn't seated right, like a water hose. You don't just have that last little wrench on the spigot so it will stop leaking. And it seemed to work, and then it didn't. And then only recently, I've been dealing with a towel that I swap out every now and then so the floor doesn't get wet or the wood doesn't absorb or anything. It's like brand new down there. Water hasn't done anything. I took the hose off, took the faucet off, unscrewed it. I went as far as my mechanical skills will allow me, and I took both of those hoses off, the cold and the hot, and I screwed them back on, and I was able to get more leverage with the faucet off, put the towel back down, checked it twice a day it's been over a month now. I don't even have a towel down there anymore. Not a drop. It is fixed. I fixed it. There was nothing that was defective that had to be replaced. It was just when they assembled it, you know how they do. Well, it actually, you know, they just didn't quite give it that last little snug. Everything else has been fantastic. The only other issue was something I did. The sliding door in the bedroom is on a track up on the ceiling, and I-40, because the government's been stealing our money and not fixing the roads, I-40 had potholes for 5 days driving across the country, and this trailer bounced, and the wheels pulled through the track, bent the little metal track out to where the door dropped down to the ground. There's a space about that high underneath the door, and I started wedging towels and socks and different things so that there was nothing for it to jump up and down on, and that took care of that. And now I own a pool noodle that when I travel, I will be cutting with a razor and wedging underneath that door from front to rear and get it really snug under there. And thanks to one of you that told me about that idea, that's what I'll do. And I already haven't had another issue with it because of putting towels and socks under it. Other than that, nothing. It works as it should. So let's go ahead and end this morning chat video. I'll put on some clothes and head over to the gym or whatever. I see it's cloudy out there, but still quite chilly, but it's not requiring me to put my furnace on or anything. And that's about it. We're going to have evening chat tonight for sure because it's going to be cold. And I could make some breakfast this morning, cook something tonight. Low calorie is what I'm on. Weight loss is what I'm about. Again, it's just a great life. Just living my life, counting the days down until the Super Crusher can hook up to the Super Crasher and we can roll. And it could be Yellowstone. It could be, as soon as it's, not snowy up there in the very northern part of our country, I would like to see Wyoming, the Dakotas, Nebraska, Iowa. I know is a beautiful state. There's an entrance on the Iowa east side that goes into Yellowstone. Go up through the Tetons, down through Jackson Hole. I took this trip before on a motorcycle, and I wouldn't mind possibly revisiting Moab since I have a four-wheel drive truck. Go do some off-roading, not like I did with my 4Runner, but trails and stuff around Moab and following some Jeeps and things like that. There's a lot of wide open things that are hard packed that this heavy truck can go over with four-wheel drive. I wouldn't be worried about being stuck or needing to ride with somebody else. And it's a heavily traveled area, so if something did happen, someone would come right along. So anyway, folks, that's it for this morning. I'm going to have a little more coffee, freshen up a little bit, get out of here, maybe make an egg out there or something. Step outside, what's going on. Like I said, do all those other things. You got to figure out a way to make it in this world so that you and your financial status, you can fit in and you can live a comfortable life. Not a poor person's life, not a rich person's life. You can just live a good life and crush it.